Okay, so imagine this. You wake up, you're in some kind of sterile, curved room. The air feels recycled. There's this low hum of machinery. And the two people lying in the beds right next to you, well, they're dead. This is the chilling mystery that kicks off Andy Weir's Project Hail Mary.
Our guy is grappling with these exact questions. He's just come out of a long coma, but his memory is a total blank. The weirdest part? He knows incredibly complex science and math, but he has no clue who he is or how in the world he got here. After a while, a name finally bubbles up from the fog. Ryland Grace. But that's all he's got. And those two bodies are this constant, grim reminder that whatever this mission was supposed to be, it's already gone very, very wrong. He is completely and utterly alone.
So Grace starts playing detective. He pieces together the clues. The ship's name is the Hail Mary. I mean, that just screams desperation, right? The controls have labels in Russian, Chinese, and English, which tells him this must have been a huge international project. He feels gravity, but it's a constant push, not the spin of a centrifuge. That means the ship is still accelerating, it's still going somewhere. And the biggest clue of all, his own mind. Personal life, gone. Scientific knowledge, perfectly intact.
And that right there, that's the whole ball game. The name tells you everything you need to know. This isn't just about one guy's survival. This is humanity's last, desperate gamble to solve a problem so massive, it threatens everyone.
And then, slowly, the first really important memory crashes through. The reason for this crazy mission. It's not some problem down on Earth. It's the sun. Our sun. It's actually getting dimmer. It's losing its power.
And the culprit has a name, astrophage. It's basically a space microbe, a tiny energy vampire that's feeding directly on stars, breeding and then spreading. And the most terrifying part? Our sun has caught the infection. Now, this isn't some distant, far-off threat. The timeline is absolutely horrifying. Scientists figured out that in just a couple of decades, the dimming would start a new ice age, making Earth impossible to live on. The clock was ticking, and man, was it taking fast. But you know, even in this cosmic disaster, there was one little thread of hope. Astronomers started noticing that while tons of stars were dimming, some weren't. They were either totally fine or their light had somehow stabilized. And that single question, why? That became the entire focus of humanity's plan to survive. So, who do you send on a mission this important? You're probably picturing some decorated astronaut, a real hero, right? Nope. As his memories trickle back, Grace realizes he's none of that. He was a middle school science teacher, a microbiologist who loved teaching kids, not a brave volunteer signing up for a one-way trip into deep space. And the person who put him on this ship, a woman named Eva Stratt. She's basically the project manager for saving the world. Every government on Earth gave her total authority to take any resource and draft any person she needed to solve this astrophage problem. She was brilliant, ruthless, and pretty much humanity's only real hope. And this really gets to who Ryland Grace is. He didn't want this. He actually fought against it. But Stratt backed him into a corner with pure logic. Astrophage is a life form, and they needed a biologist who knew how life could survive in crazy environments. He wasn't picked for his courage, he was drafted for his expertise. Then, another big piece of the puzzle clicks into place. The destination. The Hail Mary wasn't just flying blind. It was heading to a very specific target, a star system called Tau Ceti. Tau Ceti was the perfect place to study this thing. It was also infected with astrophage, but for some unknown reason, the infection just stopped spreading there. The star stabilized. So that's the mission in a nutshell. Get to Tau Ceti, figure out what stops the astrophage, and then send that answer back home. So how's he supposed to send that answer back? He's not flying the ship home. He finds these little probes, nicknamed Beetles. They're basically tiny, super fast spaceships designed to be loaded up with data and shot back towards Earth. They are humanity's only way to get the cure. The very existence of these probes confirms a brutal, unspoken truth. This was always a suicide mission. There was never any plan for the crew to come back. Their only job was to find the answer and send it. Ryland Grace was never meant to go home. Just as he's processing all of this, he finally checks the ship's navigation and realizes the journey's over. He's at Tau Ceti. But because he was traveling close to the speed of light, years and years have passed back on Earth. For all he knows, he might already be too late. So, feeling completely overwhelmed, alone, and facing this impossible task, Grace does what any good scientist would do. He makes a list. He breaks it all down into 3 simple steps. 1, analyze the local astrophage. 2, figure out what's stopping it. And 3, try to stay alive.
So he gets to work. He starts running scans of the whole Tau Ceti system, just looking for clues. And that's when he spots it. A weird blip. An energy reading on his instruments that just doesn't look right.
At first, he thinks, it's gotta be a glitch. Just some random instrument noise. But then, it happens again. And it's not random at all. It's structured. Could it really be something else?
He focuses the ship's sensors on it, and there it is. The signal keeps repeating, a clear, precise pattern. Nothing in nature works like this. It's not a pulsar, it's not radiation, it's intentional, which can only mean one thing.
That one single thought just electrifies him, and it changes absolutely everything. That crushing weight of loneliness he's been feeling is suddenly gone. He's not alone in this star system. Someone or something is here with him. And this is where the real story kicks into high gear. This discovery flips his entire mission on its head. Is this other species friendly? Are they here for the same reason, because their star is dying too? And the biggest question of all, if they're also fighting the astrophage, is it possible they've already figured out how to win?